Hello friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a fan or a subscriber, welcome back. I really do appreciate the patronage. Today I'm going to be talking about the Emergence of Israel. This is part 2. Not much else I need to say, so let's get on with the video. There are a group of inland sites that represent Stage 1, possibly Stage 2 Philistine expansion in the Shephelah. In Tel Haror, we can place strata 6 to 5 in the 12th century. It isn't until strata 4 to 3 in the early 11th century that we find Philistine bichrome ware. Tel Sarah, a southern site, contains an Egyptian residency. In stratum 7, we find typical Philistine bichrome pottery, as well as courtyard houses. The material culture reflects a typical peripheral site bordering Judah. Early Philistine sites are urban, but later ones incorporate land for agriculture. There are many more sites that are related to the emergence of Israel. But if I described each and every one of them, I would be doing it almost forever. So we will skip the rest of the sites and go to something else. Why talk about the Philistines in relation to the emergence of Israel? The main reason is because it gives us a comprehensive backdrop from which we can see where Israel came from. The other thing is that now much more is known about Philistines than Israelites. So I'm going to switch gears a little bit, and I'm going to be talking about Philistine culture. And in order to do this, I will be using, like Dr. Deaver, the general systems theory, meaning that there will be several subsystems. So let's go. The sites emerging in Iron 1 were mostly small villages, less than 3 to 4 acres, with populations ranging from a few dozen to a few hundred, with most villages in the hill country. They lacked urban flavor, as well as the monuments so characteristic of the Bronze Age in Canaan. The Courtyard House is best described as a farmhouse supplying an extended family with all its needs. This house was made of several houses that share walls and a courtyard, and housed multi-generational families. The rooms off the courtyard were used as stables, while the family lived above the stables. A cluster of such farmhouses, housing several dozen people, made up the typical village in Iron 1. The courtyard, roofed or not, often had an oven used for cooking. The stables would have been easily mucked, with the dung being used as fuel. This had the advantage of heating the upper rooms, as well as food prep. Such villages were far removed from any remaining urban centers, yet within walking distance of each other. The only defense such sites had was their ring plan and the fact that they were on a natural rise. Village solidarity and the isolation of such villages also made further defense unnecessary. The villages in Iron 1 are not city-states, and it is not due to the village complex being too small. Polities as small as 25,000 people can properly be seen as true states, like we see in the Maya lowlands. These complexes, by comparison, have been estimated to house 40,000 to 50,000 people by the 11th century BCE. Either these villages did not want larger-scale political organization, or there was no need. The Israelite state would not emerge for at least another century. However, it seems that these villages had no tribal structures either. Communitarian ethos can explain the cohesion. The new economic and political structures of these villages is due in part by new or modified technology. The construction of the farmhouses required building skills, including that of planning and constructing in the hill country, which required innovation. Construction included extensive terracing. Terracing requires foresight, effort, and teamwork. Many rocks and small stones had to be dug up for use in terracing, high enough and strong enough to hold the soil behind them, while the soil itself had to be sifted and moved into place. Well, friends, that's it for today. If you like this content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you want to know when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. If you have any pointers for me, please leave them in the comment section, as well as your regular comments. I love hearing from you. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the source. Question everything and never be afraid. Here are a few videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, goodbye.